Morning from day 6 on my Appalachian Trail through hike attempt. Today is Monday, April 13th. I'm about to leave Damascus and head out onto the trail. Have to do a reroute on the because the Creeper Trail is closed. So doing 18.4, which will take us up to a shelter. I'm meeting up with Checklist, who he and I have kind of worked out a plan to get into Marion, which is a few days away. So I'm loaded up with 4 days of food, ready to get back on trail. And a short 2-block over, and I am back on trail. Getting out nice and early, 8 o'clock. Ready to set out. As with everything, got to climb out of this town, so a good amount of elevation today with a decent pack load. So a bit of trail walking, as you can see here, along the road. Leaving Lady Dies. That was a great stay. Highly recommend it. Was just what I was looking for. A nice, quiet night stay. Great food in the morning. Oh my goodness, I think that was the best breakfast spread I've had the whole time I've been out here. So great food. Lady Di is just a great person, and of course she's got her dog Duke, who is a wonderful yellow lab. So looking for a great place to stay. I recommend checking her out if you come through Damascus. So not the only game in town, but I thought it was well worth it. So yeah, here we are about half a mile in. All right, I'm here. Follow the trail up, but there's a detour. It's gonna take me up in the whole purple section up and over. So I'm heading to Straight Branch Shelter tonight. So there's still shelters along this detour. Just little, there's the typical red line, and gold line is where the AT would go. But yeah, detour length 20.9 miles. So a significant detour, but hey, I'm still traveling on foot, and it's not a road walk, so I'll take it. All right, this is the detour I am taking due to that closure. And so I'm heading over to Cherry Tree Shelter, which is 15.5 miles away from here. But at least they give us some fair warning that this path is not exclusively a footpath anymore. There could be potentially mountain bikers and motorcyclists and equestrians. So, all right, I haven't seen any horses on the trail yet, so that'd be kind of interesting to see. But yeah, I'll have to watch my footing for evidence of horses as well. Plus, I have to recalibrate myself and look for blue places, not white places. Yeah, interesting day. Correction, I have to calibrate and look for yellow blazes. I am on the Iron Mountain Trail for this official AT detour going northbound. Of course, that is a dogwood. It just reminds me of the dialogue from the movie American President, where he's trying to court the lady and says, "What is the official flower for the state of Virginia?" I said, "American dogwood." He says, "I thought that was a tree." It's like, well, it's both a tree and a flower. So far this trail has been nice and starting to get cruisy, and you can tell it was actually been graded for horses and mountain bikes. And that corner right there was one of those kind of banked corners where you could totally imagine a mountain biker carving up that corner. So yeah, in about 3.7 miles, I'm gonna come up on a campsite, and that's where I can get my first water, I believe. There's no water at all until then, I'm fine. I'm still got a liter and a half on me because I figured this section might be pretty dry. But comment said piped spring at the campsite and a privy. Yeah, that's been a rarity. Haven't seen one of those since back in North Carolina. So probably 150 miles. All right, let's talk statistics for just a moment. Of course, I believe it was Mark Twain that said there are three kinds of lies: lies, damn lies, and statistics. And then the songwriter Todd Snyder in Statistician's Blues saying that 65% of all statistics are made up right there on the spot, and 64.2% of people believe them whether they're accurate statistics or not. So, but you know, we hear stats about success rates on the trail, and you hear that a quarter of the people make it to Neal's Gap at mile like 27 in Georgia and throw their boots up in the tree and call it quits. I don't know if that's true. I've seen so many people move past that. But then I heard another statistic that by the time you hit Damascus, Virginia, 70% of people have already quit the trail. That one might be slightly more accurate. Going 470 some odd miles is it's hard, and you're going through tough sections like the Smokies, and you have to really, you know, push hard and dig deep. And it doesn't get easier after that, and a lot of people recognize that and say, okay, they've had their fill. And of course, you know, I started off as a couple with my mountain turtle, so already we're down 50%. So obviously there's a lot of people that will step off the trail for a variety of reasons. But I am truly excited to be here in Virginia, and a lot of people get what they call the Virginia blues, which I don't foresee myself getting because I'm so excited to be in this state. And I'm going to treat it like two states, Southern Virginia and Northern Virginia. And in each, I've got things that I'm just really excited to see, people I'm excited to see, and places just I want to get to. Exciting landmarks. You know, get to Roanoke and see a great friend of mine who I haven't seen in forever. Do the Virginia Triple Crown, start hitting the Blue Ridge Parkway, and then hitting Shenandoah, and then Northern Virginia near closest to DC, where I left out of. That'll feel like home to me, so it's like a small homecoming to hike my way back there. So I'm going to do my best not to get the Virginia blues. I'm excited to be in this state. AT detour, heads to the right. I almost went along that cruisy trail going straight forward. All others go down that way, but hikers, that's right, I like paths for hikers. Hikers go this way. Let's go. Well, that's something I haven't seen in a long time. A privy. Came up on that first, I guess. That's in front of a campsite here. This must be where the piped water is. Down here. Right, this piped spring is like almost magical. It comes right out of the mountain and it goes right back into the mountain. There's no runoff from it. But made it real easy to get water right here. Well, you can tell a lot of work has been done to get this trail back open too. If this is in this good of a shape, you know, I can only imagine what work it's going to take to get the regular AT back in shape so that the detour, you don't have to take the detour. Spring's almost here. Starting to get some budding. Trail only gives a couple of glimpses into the valley. It's kind of an overcast, hazy day on the continuing on the detour. For a little bit there, it started to drizzle, and then light rain. I checked before we left, and I didn't see any forecast of rain, so that was kind of a surprise to me. And it was always one of those, okay, I'll wait another little while longer and then see if it's worth putting on, the pack cover. And of course, if I need to don rain gear. But it always just kept right on that edge there of keeping me guessing for about 10 minutes. And then finally it's let up. So it's overcast, it's decent temperatures, it's warm, maybe slightly humid, but not, it's pretty comfortable out actually. Looking way off in the distance in the valley, see a couple of towns. Somewhere out there is Interstate 81, which runs between these two valleys. So yeah, a little bit of a view. Best I got today. There I am with checklist, and we're at the Straight Branch shelter. We're going to bypass this one and keep going, but it's a nice little spot. Alright, this detour is spoiling me. It's just been very cruisy, even on the uphill. It's like pea gravel on parts of it too. Just crazy easy and fast. I mean, I'm not a crazy fast hiker, but when I'm getting faster than 3 miles an hour with a full day pack on, 4 days of food, I'll take it, Alright, I like gravel road walked for quite a while, but this sign here is kind of welcoming. Just 1 mile to the shelter on the Iron Mountain Trail, AT detour northbound. So 1 more mile. Starting to get a little tired, I'll admit it. It's been a good day, but it's kind of dragged on a little bit, and that little gravel road walk just didn't, it was fast, but wasn't enjoyable. So happy to be back into the woods a little bit, and 1 mile away from what's hopefully a good shelter. Allegedly it's got lots of camp spots, so both Checklist and I are excited about that. This is the joy that is my last mile to the shelter. It's just this very gravelly, rocky, trippy road. Every rock will move under your foot. So, not a fast last mile. And it's uphill, of course. And ahead of me, I see the shelter. Reached it, and still before 5 p.m. So there's some other hikers here. I see one tent down there, so I'm gonna drop in and find a good spot to camp myself. There's lots of ample tent space, so this is awesome.
Signal when I first walked into camp, and now we're SOS.
All right, my friends, that wraps up day 46. Today I did 18.4 miles, leaving Damascus to Cherry Tree Shelter here on the AT reroute because the Creeper Trail is closed. Have us rerouting around Iron Mountain Trail. We were all sitting around the picnic table there, eating our meals and just saying it was just kind of a blah day. I mean, there were no great views. It was a little overcast. There was a lot of uphill, but it wasn't a killer. Still did 47 or 100 or so feet of ascent today, which is good for, leaving town and made it here. The last mile was just kind of everybody said that last mile just felt like it was more than a mile. But the campsite is great. Easy to get water. There's a chance of rain tonight, so good to see how this fine new tent holds up in the rain. We're all just hoping we don't have to pack away wet tents in the morning. We'll see. It's just, part of being out here naturally. And if we have to dry things out tomorrow, we have to dry things out. So tomorrow will be an easier day. I believe it's only 15 or so miles. And that will take us to the end of this detour and will get us back onto the AT. And we'll be heading north and trudging forward. So I'm camped here with Checklist and a couple others. One gentleman he started here in Damascus, so from Florida, and he's saying all the things that remind me of my first week. Just elevation is hard, trying to catch your breath we're up here at 4,000 feet, and he's from Florida and used to being at sea level. So yeah, it's but he's seeing us, and hopefully we're inspiring him, because now that we're nearly 500 miles in, we're all feeling pretty strong and moving pretty well. And I do feel pretty strong. I do feel like I have my trail legs. I can honestly say that. I got up this morning and felt just fine. Tomorrow morning I'm pretty sure I'll get up and maybe hobble just for a couple steps, and then throw the pack on, let's go. So feeling good, feeling strong, and in good spirits, because that's half of it too. This is physical, but you got to keep emotional and just keep it all balanced. So, but it's all going well. So Mountain Turtle made it home to our home in Wisconsin, and so she's taking the house and getting it all set back up. And she says it's very weird to be at that place alone. So it's going to be an adjustment for her, but she's missing aspects of the trail, and we certainly miss each other. Yeah. So that is all for today. Thanks for following along. We'll see you in our next chapter.